In this video, we'll learn how to connect into the local gateway's interface and use it to configure the path which a device should use to deliver its information back to the gateway. If you have not already done so, connect an Ethernet cable from your laptop to the Ethernet 0 port of the gateway. Note that some laptops do not support both a wired Ethernet connection and a Wi-Fi connection simultaneously. You may need to temporarily turn off your Wi-Fi connection. You will now adjust the Ethernet adapter settings on your laptop to use the static IP address 172.16.0.10. The steps for making this change may look different depending on the operating system you're using. For Windows 11, you can search on Network Connections or navigate to this screen from the control panel. Select the Activate Wired Ethernet adapter. Select Internet Protocol version 4 and choose Properties. You will now adjust the Ethernet adapter settings on your laptop to use the static IP address 172.16.0.10. Enter a subnet mask of 255.255.255.0. Leave the default gateway field blank. Select the radio button for use the following DNS server address and enter 1.1.1.1. Save your changes. If your laptop accepts the change, it should now be using static address 172.16.0.10 and should be able to communicate with the gateway's Ethernet 0 port, which uses static address 172.16.0.1. Open a browser and point it to the gateway using https://172.16.0.1. Different browsers behave differently. For this example, you'll need to approve the connection. If the browser reports that the connection cannot be made, you can use command line tools such as ipconfig and ping to see whether the changes to your laptop were successful. Contact your IT or Thermo tech support for assistance. The first time you log into the local gateway, you will be prompted for its default password. Enter the gateway's serial number, found on a label on the bottom of the gateway. This is a case-sensitive entry. Once the default password is entered, you will be prompted to change the password. The interface provides guidance on the needed complexity of the password. Once logged in, the device menu selection will be presented. If you have already used the cloud portal to associate one or more devices with your gateway, they will be presented here. The next step will be to configure how a device should communicate back to the gateway. Choose the menu selection for the network configuration. There are 3 columns. The left column presents the gateway's internet connection. By default, a wired connection on Ethernet 1. The middle column shows the local connection into the gateway. By default, a wired connection on Ethernet 0. A third column, Adapter Configuration, will be presented once you've used the cloud portal to add at least one device to the gateway. Choose Edit Configuration to choose how the new device adapter should transmit its data. A recommended configuration is to choose the network interface selection, Gateway Wi-Fi. This configuration instructs the adapter to use the Wi-Fi offering of the gateway itself. The password and other info is auto-populated. Click Save Changes. See the user manual for details on other adapter configuration options. The gateway is now configured to serve as a Wi-Fi access point for the adapter and is ready for the adapter to be physically connected to the gateway for programming. See a separate module in these videos for details on that step. If you need additional help, visit www.thermofisher.com/contact us.